could you explain to me what's the aim of this exhibition about Guston?
Yeah, the exhibition has one main part. This is Guston and the Poets. It means the relationship of the Guston with Eliot, with Yeats, with Wallace Stevens, Lawrence, and Montalais, famous poets of the 20th century. Not that he did illustration for his poems. The exhibition is about the images in these poems of these five, and the images of Guston. How the structure, the syntax, the rhythm, for instance, in Montalais, when he talks about the objects at the beach in O.C.D. Sepia, is the same way that Guston is doing his thinking in pictorial way. That is very complicated to explain with words, because it's more to have the feeling.
Yes, of course, but why did you choose this subject? Poetry was something very important in his life?
Yeah, Guston, when he came back to the figurative painting at the beginning of the 70s, and he retires in a small village, Guston, the famous village of the Dylan and Santana concerts. His friends at this moment are the very young poets, poets in the 20s, like Bill Bergson and Clark Coolidge, and this generation. And there were some exhibition about the drawings he did for these young poets at this time. My exhibition goes behind to the poets that probably Guston read, and how this sensibility is coming in the painting. We know he did a painting for T.S. Eliot, and he talked in his lectures about the theory of poetry by Wallace Stevens. But for me, Lawrence and Montalais and Yeats are very close when they build his poems. For instance, The Ship of Death by Lawrence. This is the last poem by Lawrence when he was almost dying, and talks about the pink flute that life is, and how this pink flute bring us in this ship. And we can see this, the paintings of Guston, his portrait, his profile, his wife in the pink flute of a spider.
Okay.
You know, and this is, I think it's different for a scholar to explain these things, but I think the exhibition brings you to these themes. But before this, we have an introduction about the relationship of Guston with Italy, with the old masters, with Piero della Francesca, with Masaccio, with Cosimo Tura, with Bellini, that we can see how good he was with 70 years old.
And such a good drawer, that's very impressive. Huh?
And then to a small room with the drawings for the poems of his wife, and the poems by Clark Coolidge, poems that talk about writing, painting, smoking, these things we do with the hands.
Okay.